The biography of Chief James Billie, the champion of the Everglades. Written by Barbara Oeffner. Barbara Oeffner is the author of this book, and she has had a deep interest in genealogy because her family, the Dominies, were early clockmakers and windmill builders on eastern Long Island in the 16,000s. A member of the Daughters of the American Revolution Seminole chapter, she has been a copywriter, public relations director, magazine article writer, and poet. She has received a Mary Roberts Reinhardt Foundation grant. She is also an editor-in-chief of the library magazine Sanskrit. She has actively engaged in promoting poetry readings and writers' conferences. She is a graduate of Northwestern University's Medill School of Journalism. Barbara Oeffner has always been fascinated with the customs of different cultures, especially those of Native Americans. This curiosity led her to write this book, Chief James Billie, Champion of the Everglades, a biography that includes never-before-told facts about the Seminole tribe of Native Americans of Florida. Mrs. Oeffner is a mother of 2 children, and she lives in Palm Beach and Moore Haven with her husband Tom. Tom is a real estate developer. 2 years in the making of this book, Chief Champion of the Everglades. As a result, she created a story that required countless interviews with key people and with Chief Billie himself. To obtain this account, Mrs. Oeffner has to learn to respect the Indian mindset and not interrupt a Native American, as he, Chief James Billie, recounted his stories and she jotted them down, compiled in a 3-part format. This biography will be a required reading for those ones interested to learn more about the heritage of Native Americans. Regarding this book, Chief James Billie, the Champions of the Everglades, we need to go back to the times where there were Seminole Wars. There were 3 Seminole Wars in total by the United States against the Seminole tribe of Native Americans, and it fell to root out these proud Native Americans from their beloved Everglades in Florida. In the tradition of former Seminole Chief Osceola, who is known as the Great Seminole Chief and the greatest Seminole warrior who has been compared to Napoleon, the Seminoles have defied soldiers who would move them to Arkansas and Oklahoma. Wary of the white man, the Florida Seminoles thought to be half-breeds, and they also thought to be the product of evil spirits and often put them to death. With a white father and a Seminole mother, the Chief James Billie was lucky to survive. This biography, Chief Billie, Champion of the Everglades, is the story of a new American hero, from half-breed to chief.
Like singing, birds sing, frogs sing, somebody sings. And as time went along, I think it just got stuck into my soul somewhere, where an expression of words or whatever it was that you can portray or give to somebody just through words in a short period of time, tell a whole story in a couple minutes, was the idea. And when I saw that, and as time went along, in high school or in Vietnam, I believe it was in Vietnam when it first materialized, songs that I've written, and I sang them to my own troops. I was a leader over there and squad leaders and all, but when we returned, we would ventilate through songs. And then after I returned from Vietnam, I wrote some more songs, but nothing with any type of meaning. And then after I was in my late 30s and early 40s, the type of music that I wanted was folk ballads, something that had really more meaning to me, something that I could portray and give out to my own children or older people through a song that they've heard the legend all these years, but now it's in verbatim through music, And every one of my people, one way, shape, or form, love to sing. Even if they can't carry a tune worse than a bullfrog, yet they still like to hum. With that, written some songs, and many of it just depicts my feeling, but better than that, it depicts many people's feelings in my own race, the Seminole people. And I put it into a couple minutes of worth and just take general thoughts, and I guess that's the way it has materialized for me today. We teach our children at a very early age, everyone does, one way or the other. From the time they're born, you start talking to your child. You just do not put your child into a crib somewhere, or into a hammock somewhere, or into a corner or a nursery and forget about him. You have to put yourself a little bit into it, because you're going to live through that child as he gets older. So I guess that's what was taking place. This is what was taking place when my grandmother used to sing to me. My favorite place used to be in her arms, my ears close to her heart. And I remember the rhythm of her heart, and I could hear her heart beating through her chest. But at the same time, she was singing this little song always. And she was going, Samihin, Tuglihin, Tochichin, Shatata, Chakipan, Epapa, Na Yons, Koleons, Iawons, Hapok. At that time, it had a little rhythm to it that put you to sleep. Today, I come to find out that she was teaching me how to count. It was always in the back of my head somewhere, but when I heard it again after 30 years stretched, then I knew exactly what that was.
James Billie has got his niche in American history. He has led his tribe to a 57 million profit out of nothing. He is an important role model for young people, an alligator wrestler and a Vietnam veteran. James Billie is a genius at everything he does. He has sued the state of Florida for smoke shops, and he won it. Then he sued the state of Florida for bingo, and he won it again. In 1953, President Eisenhower wanted to take Indian land for the federal government and sell it. However, the Seminole tribe was threatened with termination of all federal assistance and in danger of losing their land. In consequence, the elders of this tribe, the Seminoles, met and agreed to go to Washington to prevent this from happening. Therefore, the Seminoles are the only tribe of Indians never to have signed a peace treaty with the United States. This biography tells the story when James shot a panther as well. Then he was brought to trial for killing an endangered species for shamanistic purposes. Chief James Billie's economic leadership into environmentally sensitive enterprises such as aircraft, cattle, hunting, circus, turtle farms, vegetables, and tourism shows him at his best in this biography. This biography is a lashing record of one great Seminole chief, the Seminole tribe of Florida. Thanks for watching.